The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. This pass complete to Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Higgins. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down. And this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to him on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, Warner. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Warner. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Lewis Seen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, Warner. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Warner to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now they'll audible to something else. A play fake. Now Warner. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a first down throw. Warner firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards, good enough for first. In motion left is Wilson.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 6, but they still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Warner. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Vikings first down.
It'll be Warner on first down. Going for a right side here, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, it's Higgins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
On second down, here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry out. Here's Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went with the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
To throw on second down, Warner. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Warner. Try. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, it's Higgins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 7.
Lawrence will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Warner from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw, Warner. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because
there he goes, right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 19 yards away, and the Jaguars get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 22, Jaguars 18. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Vikings.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and 8.
And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, Warner. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Warner to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Garrett Wilson, 76 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now, it's Hawkins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now they're in the hurry up.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third
Now
down.
they'll shift things around. On third down, it's Hawkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first. Lawrence hit, and the ball is free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Touchdown! A great play there. 53 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Warner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Warner. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Warner. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 63, Jaguars 32.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the mess? Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.